been that day for me. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so today I'm hoping to get my scooter as far as complete as I possibly can. If you guys have been watching the videos, I stripped the scooter all the way down to the frame again just so I can re-support the frame and kind of do a little bit more mods I wanted to do. I wanted to clean it up and I wanted to repaint it. I have all my plastics just kind of like sat on my bike right now because I was trying to figure out a mounting situation for the switch panel I got. Shout out to Omar at Vegas Laser and Water Jet because he made me this crazy switch panel. It's completely cut out. It has like the 3D MOPBOYZ letters on it. It's headlight, taillight, underglow. It's a sick ass switch panel. The only problem is that it's kind of too big to put anywhere on my scooter. When he asked me how big to make it, I think I overestimated it. And I can't find a good spot that would look good to put it up here. And I don't want to have it like too close to my feet where I'll accidentally kick it. It's not bent, so I can't put it like here. Then I was going to do it down here somewhere, but I couldn't really find a good spot. Actually probably going to end up using this on the Elite build because there's way more options for like flatness on the Elite, so probably like right here or something like that. Let me get all this plastics off so I can show you guys exactly what I did and why we took the scooter all the way back apart. I decided just to paint the scooter black again, so I'm going to go pick up some black spray paint. I didn't really want it to be like a bright color. I did at first, but then I realized with this like 12 bar sticking out and everything like that sticking out, it would just look like too weird, like from the side when it's like everything's black and all of a sudden there's a green 12 bar sticking 3 feet out the back of my frame. So, but I'm gonna do some crazy glitter flake on the frame so at least it has some type of look to it. This is the supports I did. I put a frame plate right here so my plastic stopped bending in. I also did this one, and then this one, and then that one. This one's gonna stop it from flexing back. This one's going to stop the side-to-side feel on it when you turn because it's like all the weight's in the back and there's nothing up front. It pushes all the like the weight transfer to the front and kind of had an odd flex in the front. So I got rid of all that. I just got my seat like sat on here right now. But there's my new gas tank. It's super tiny. I ordered a 1 gallon gas tank and this is what came. But I'm still going to use it because I feel like I kind of like it still. I wanted a solid cap because every time I wheelied mine would leak gas. So I got rid of that. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go to the store and get some black paint and get this thing sprayed a coat. And then those glitter flakes I bought should be here in probably like a couple hours. Put those on and then clear coat it and then start throwing it all together. Hopefully I can get it pretty much done tonight. So I got some black paint. I also bought some gray paint for the side panels. I'll show you guys that in a second. But I'm going to go by now, wipe this off, and then just lay the first coat. I'm trying to get it done before the sun goes down because I don't want it to be too cold when I paint it. It's already only like 50 degrees, so it's not going to be good for the paint anyways. The flake I ordered just showed up. It's just regular like glitter. But I'm thinking if I lay it on the black while it's wet and then spray paint clear over it, it'll probably look really good. So like a pretty crazy flake to it. So hopefully that'll look good. I'm thinking it will. The idea was I just soaked it in black paint again. I got it where it's really tacky, and now I'm gonna throw the glitter on. So basically it can stick to the black pretty good. Alright, the frame's still drying back there in the backyard, but in the meantime, I've been over here prepping my motor, and I basically have my motor completely prepped where it's ready to go in now. It's all cleaned up. The only thing I'm waiting on is I got one of these coming in the mail. I got a red one, like a turbo cooling fan, whatever, like an upgraded one. And then I'm also painting the cover for it over there. I'm painting it gray because that's what color I'm gonna paint my plastics. I'm just ready to get this scooter finished and then get this dirt bike finished so I can start working on my BMW and the Elite. Because I'm tired of going back into this moped, even though I only did it really just to re-support the frame, but wanted to clean everything up while I was in there anyways. I'm ready to finish this one, have it running again, because I miss riding the moped and doing wheelies. The Elite's going to be a long process, because I want to do everything like really legit, and I'm not going to like take any shortcuts, nothing like that. So it's going to be really expensive. It's going to be a really like long, drawn-out project, I'm sure. So just like the car, and now I'm going to be stuck with the expensive stuff. Here's the frame, all glittered out, with all the craziest looking flake ever. Most of it's going to be hidden, so you're not going to see a lot of this flake. But yeah, that's what that looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and put my motor in just so the scooter is actually rollable, and just have the motor just mounted in there for now, and then try to get as much as I can put on. Alright, well, motor's back in, it's rollable, so now it's time to start putting everything back together. I gotta figure out how to figure out this gas tank situation, also my battery situation. Got my battery going in, and then put all my wiring in, and then go from there. Back to work on the scooter today. I didn't get to finish it yesterday like I planned on. I know I'm not gonna finish it tonight either because it already is late. But I got a new fan here, which is like a turbo cooling fan. I basically just got all the wiring laid out with my underglow, got the gas tank in, motors mounted in there. So now, and as you can tell, this thing came out terrible. I tried to paint this thing gray, and the paint was just way too cold because it's so cold outside right now that it was not sticking. Also, plastic just always sucks to paint. But looks like this fan's a lot smaller for sure. Also, it looked way more red in the picture, bright orange, but that's that. So I'm gonna throw that on there, and then I'm gonna finish up some of the wiring. I completely lost my spark plug wire and my fuel filter, so I gotta go find that somewhere, and then just start throwing everything together and see how far we get tonight. I hopefully can just get at least like the handlebars done, get all the brake stuff on and the throttle, and then yeah, we'll see where we end up. Alright, so here's what I got so far. I got my throttle on, got my front brake on, which is still gonna bleed. Basically got all the wiring laid out. I got my headlight mounted without any plastics on right now. I got my fuel line all hooked up. I need to find my spark plug wire, which I couldn't find, so I think I'm gonna get one from Daniel off his scooter since his isn't running at the moment. And then I need to find a grip because I had to cut mine off, so hopefully I have an extra one of those. And then I got my seat on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start it up and see. Hopefully it's still running. Hopefully everything's still good on the taotao build because it hasn't ran in a while. So I guess this is when we'll find out. I'm curious to see if it's gonna be hard for this thing to start up or not because it's been a while, and I don't know. Hopefully I got everything hooked up right. So we're gonna find out here in a second. Still runs. It runs. What the fuck? That actually started so easy. This thing hasn't ran in like 3 months. Wow. Alright, now that should be everything. I just bled the brakes. I don't have a grip right now until I take the ones off my dirt bike and put the new ones on my dirt bike, and then I'll put my red grips on here, or I'll just go buy some. I don't know yet, but that's everything. Motor's mounted, brakes bled. I just need to put the plastics on, and this thing should be running a-okay again. Just like before. Underglow, headlight. I seriously forgot what this thing felt like. Oh man. Stoked. The scooter's back together. I really didn't even expect to have it running by tonight, but it's running, it's back together. Now I just need to sometime this week put all the plastics back on, get it looking pretty again. But look at this thing, dude. It's so dialed now. It felt so good with the front end too. Like it's way more like, it feels like way better when it's wheeling. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel flimsy anymore. We got the neon fan glowing in there with the gray case now. We got the frame all sparkly and shining. Got the new crossbar with the strengthened bars. It's not just a bolt-on no more. I actually welded my own crossbar across. Still haven't done my disc brake. That's a project of its own. I got a new gas tank that's like a sealed gas tank, like off of a pit bike. So it's a twist-on cap now, so it's no more leaking gas tank like the old ones, because the old one wasn't a seal. It was just that key lock one. So every time I did a wheelie, I would dump gas out the back. That's no longer a thing. Got the brake light back in there. I took off all the plastics on the motor now, so it's just glowing silver. The motor looks good. And this means that there's a bunch more wheelies to come, a bunch more videos, and a bunch more fun. So I'll see you guys in the next one.